Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing the Davis versus Garcia Is On video as Gervonta Tank Davis defends his secondary 135-pound lightweight title against Hector Luis Garcia, the current 130-pound super featherweight champion, who's moving up in weight to fight him. Now, this is supposed to be a tune-up slash stay busy fight ahead of the hugely and recently announced Ryan Garcia showdown for Tank, as they are going to meet likely in April on a Showtime and DAZN pay-per-view card, in which they'll meet at a catchweight of 136 pounds. Ryan moved up in his last fight, fought at 140 against Javier Fortuna, and said he's going to stay there unless he has to come back down for a major fight. Well, Tank Davis still competing at 135. You know, they've met at a catchweight of 136, and Davis for this one is going to be taking on Hector Luis Garcia, who's coming off of a very good year. I mean, he's probably one of your better fighters this year. You could argue him for super featherweight of the year, even though it's likely Shakur Stevenson. Hector Luis Garcia had two major victories, upsetting Chris Colbert and then and dominating him over 12 rounds. And then pretty much outclassing and outworking and dominating Roger Gutierrez to capture the official WBA title. So this is a big one. Like I said, this is a big fight for both of these guys right here. You know, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a good one on Showtime pay-per-view, good prelude, you know, and they always put together good undercards. Does Showtime for the Tank Davis fights. And again, it's going to lead to the big showdown between Davis and Hector Luis and Ryan Garcia. So he's fighting another Garcia first to you know, make sure he's ready and good to go for Ryan in April. And again, I think it's a good matchup. You know, Hector Luis Garcia is not a guy you want to overlook. He's been the underdog against Chris Colbert. He's been the underdog against well, I don't know if he was an underdog per se against Roger Gutierrez. I think that was a pretty evenly matched fight on paper going in. But, you know, he's really dominated both fights. He was supposed to lose the Colbert fight, and I felt the fight with Gutierrez was at least going to be competitive, and it wasn't. So, this guy, like I said, he's used to that role, and he wants to upend Gervonta Tank Davis here, and Tank is just finally looking like he's ready for the big time, and to, you know, really make a true and hardcore name for himself, not just on paper as to, you know, knocking guys out that are secondary guys. He's fighting Ryan, who's a top level fighter like Tank is supposed to be. These guys are supposed to be top level fighters, and they have the namesake, and they've made that fight happen. So this is a prelude to that. It's supposed to be a tune-up, but Hector Luis Garcia is a pretty solid fighter. So Saturday, January 7th, Showtime pay-per-view, you're going to see Gervonta Tank Davis defend his WBA lightweight secondary title against Hector Luis Garcia, the current 130-pound WBA world champion. So that's it. Davis versus Garcia is on. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.